Hey everybody, welcome back to Asagao Academy, where poor little Hannah started crying in front of everybody because she got ice cream spilled on herself. I feel so bad. That kind of thing happened to me sometime too in school, and I felt embarrassed. I woke up to my alarm beeping, feeling only dread of the hours to come. After the nightmare that was the ice cream incident yesterday, I never want to take another step out of my room. I curled up inside my blankets as my alarm went off. It was only the second day of school. I felt the same as I did every morning at home. Maya, of course, was already up. I could hear her hair straightener clap shut every few seconds from across the room. I felt bad about letting the alarm go off for so long. I slid my hand out of the covers to switch it off. Hannah, get up, sleepyhead. I know you're awake. I didn't even have time to poke my head up before Maya's body slammed onto the edge of my mattress, bouncing me up. She jumped from almost halfway across the room. Morning! Ha! You can't hide from me, Mai! Sorry. Wait. What? Oh, you can't hide from Mai. Okay, she's talking in the third person. I was breathless, and I paused to calm down my heart before speaking again. Are you worried about what happened yesterday? No one cares about it, Hannah. I almost forgot about it myself. She must have seen my face. She brought an arm around my shoulders and pulled me closer to her. For real, though. We're gonna go to class, and no one's ever gonna mention that you made a huge fool of yourself yesterday. Hey, it wasn't Hannah's fault! You could have put that better. I'm kidding. It might have been a big scene, but it totally wasn't your fault. It was Paul, alright? When you jump, you have to calculate your trajectory, like I did just now. He could learn a lot from a master like me. Get dressed and cheer up. I could bottle up your gloom and sell it to a wizard. And what if he used it for evil? You can't let that happen, Hannah. That's how I want my friends to talk to me. Her smile was wide enough to bridge a gap between continents. The beginnings of tears pricked the back of my eyes, but this time they were for a different reason. I opened my closet and tried to avoid looking at the sad lump of my clothing inside, slathered with dried up ice cream. I only had 2 uniforms, which cost my dad an entire month's salary. Oof. If I wasn't able to get the stain out of this uniform, what would I do? Sighing, I took my second uniform off its hanger and slipped into it as Mai waiting impatiently for me. Ready to go? I guess so. Yeah! Good! Let's go! Another day of class, okay. Just as Mai said, no one paid any special attention to me. Well, there were a few odd looks here and there, but nothing nearly as bad as what I was expecting. As the lecture went on, my anxiety, for the most part, faded. I took to staring out the window to avoid eye contact. A few boys were out on the field playing soccer. Wait, was that PBG? I scooted closer trying to get a better look. Hannah? At the sound of my name, I leaped to attention. If there's something more interesting outside than samurai death battles, please feel free to enlighten us. Oh, samurai death battles! That's more important than guys! I'm sorry. You came here to learn, not to contemplate the scenery. Yes, Miss Uka, I'm sorry. She turned back to the chalkboard and continued her lecture as if nothing happened. A few desks in front of me, a guy sitting next to the brutal moose, turned around and gave me a flashy thumbs up. I made a face at him, unsure of what exactly he expected me to do. Then Ian? I'm gonna say Ian, because I met a guy named Ian once. Turned around and socked him upside the head. The other guy mumbled something to him, probably apologizing. His eyes slid for me a brief instant. Then he looked away. Were they looking at me because of what happened yesterday? Or was there some other reason? I shook my head. There wasn't any time for this. I had work to do if I wanted to keep up my scholarship. After pages and pages of notes on Japanese history, it was nearly time for lunch. Okay, everyone, it's almost free to go. The work tonight isn't so hard, so don't grumble. You should work together to complete it if you have a hard time. Also, as many of you may be aware, the Flower Festival is coming up in a week and a half. The news was met with a few cheers from everyone and it started to pack up. Since you have the day of festival off, our first exam will be the day before. There were no cheers this time. Romance is wonderful, believe me, I know, but try not to let the festival distract you, okay? That is all. See you tomorrow. I'll see you later. Misoka flashed a peace sign and winked as she walked outside the door. What a weird teacher. Ugh, that lecture was so boring. Maya walked beside me and her tray in her hands. We were shuffling through the cafeteria trying to find a seat. Didn't you say that yesterday? Probably, but it's true for today too. Hannah, help me! I'm gonna die of boredom. Well, there's something fun. We have an assignment to keep us busy, Mai.
What?
What? We already have work to do? How do you not hear that? Mai sighed dramatically and then leaned to the side of the rest and rested her head in the crook of my neck. I reached up to pat her head a few times, but she straightened before I could do it. Oh gosh, Hannah. Paul's walking over here. He's looking at you. Does he look angry at you? Why is he coming over here? Do you think he's gonna kick you again? Oh no. The same Paul who humiliated me last night strode towards me. I instinctively backed away, but he kept coming closer. I'm glad I found you. He didn't look angry at me. In fact, he was giving me an odd, lopsided smile. I wanted to make sure that you weren't hurt or anything. You ran off before I could properly apologize. He looked down at my feet. It was embarrassing enough that I ran off crying like a little girl, but to know that I made them feel bad was even worse. At the same time, the image of ruining uniform popped into my mind. I couldn't tell whether I was more angry or embarrassed or whether I was feeling something else entirely. I got you pretty bad, didn't I? I think ballerinaed too hard. He tilted his head to the side. It's a shame you weren't wearing a uniform from yesterday. I liked the pink splotches on you. It matched your hair. A deep, sick feeling crawled up from my stomach and slid to my throat. Ugh. Dude, man, you messed it up, buddy. You messed it up, Paul. My dumb, stupid hair. Everywhere I went, people made fun of it. I thought the normal boots guys were different, and he was trying to apologize, but how could he say something like that to me? Not for the first time, though I thought of dyeing in a different color, but quickly dismissed it. Paul was waiting for a response, my giving me a quick nod as if warning me not to mess this up. I muttered up my best smile, hoping it would at least do somewhat convincing. It was okay. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm more than happy to pay for the dry cleaning. Josh and Nick and I feel really bad about everything. We never made a girl cry before. Well, not by physically injuring her, I guess. Thank you, but I was just gonna scrub it in the sink. Dad and I could never afford things like dry cleaners, so I was surprisingly good at hand washing things. That thing is gonna need more than just hot water and soap, trust me. Tell you what, I have a friend who's natural with that kind of stuff. I'll ask her to get the stain out for you. Just meet me later and bring your uniform, okay? I'll try not to kick you this time. Without giving me the time to say yes or no, he nodded and turned to leave. He spun quickly around. I flinched. Are you and, Mai right? You guys have a table? The cafeteria is pretty full right now. You can sit with us if you want to, just for today. Yes, we will. Go right, Hannah. Yes. Oh, that was really awkward. My headphones are sliding off. Yes, we'll go right, Hannah. Lunch with the Normal Boots Club. Maybe I really could become friends with them. And then no one else will ever bother me again. Not about my hair or the ice cream incident. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, please. All right, follow me, ladies. Let's go. He led us to the middle of the cafeteria where the Normal Boots Club sat with a table all to itself. Hey, you found her. You're Hannah, right? I nodded, blushing as I took a seat at the edge of the table next to Paul. My Forster, Jared, and PBG. Her eyes were only a few sparkles away from forming huge hearts. Real? So, Hannah, Whoa! Oh, that lagged weird. We saw that you were upset and we were all worried. Are you feeling better? Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. What the heck happened, computer? Come on, buddy. Suck it up. Computer, wake up! Okay, and we're back. Look at these girls over here. Who do they think they are? How come they get to sit there? I wish Senpai would notice me. Main characters get all the luck. Suddenly my thoughts turned dark. Could it be that getting close to these guys was setting myself up as a target instead of getting protection? My thoughts spun in my head. I was suffocating. PPG was still looking at me, even more worried than before. I'm fine. Thanks for your concern. Please don't feel bad. It was my fault for getting in the way. I'm so sorry for causing such an incident, such a scene. I couldn't control myself better. I hung my head. I wasn't sure how to act around these guys, so I defaulted to extremely polite. My father would have been proud. Hey, Hannah, don't apologize. It was Paul's fault. Right, Paulie? Nick shoved Paul, who looked exasperated. I apologized the best I could, Nick. Give me a break. It was a relief that PPG wasn't staring at me anymore. Almost no one else was paying attention to me or wasn't paying me or my any attention. Shane, however, was still shooting me quick, suspicious glances. It was almost like he didn't want me there, and I felt uncomfortable.
Hey, Hannah.
Hey, how do you like it here so far, Hannah? Good, how about you? I like it here, thank you. Gerard smiled at me, then turned away. I picked up my food. The guys were all wrapped up in their own conversation, and Mai was busy preventing hyperventilation from being so close to Jared. I can feel his body heat. Oh dear.
Hey.
You doing okay, Hannah? A smiling Satch turned to me. I know we can be overwhelming. You're fine, right? Yeah, I am. Thank you. Thanks for recommending that book, by the way. It's been really good. Do you like it? That's great. I figured you would. It's really funny but the narrator's annoying. Yeah, he can be a bit rude. He pushed up his glasses and grinned at me. You were pretty quiet, but I knew there was more to you. I winced. Sorry, I can be a bit of a wallflower. No need to apologize. I'm sure we've all been wallflowers before, but that reminds me of the flower festival. He turned to the group and addressing them all as if on cue, they all suddenly turned to pay him attention. Who are you all taking this year? Right, the flower festival? Miss Uka mentioned it before. What is the flower festival? No one's ever explained to me before.
Well,
it's basically just a festival. Didn't you have those at your old school? But actually, we're gonna have to listen to this explanation in the next episode. So, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I'll be reading them and responding. And I will be seeing you later. As I approached the building, a red-headed girl lingering nearby caught my attention. Oh, hi. And the engine is still running. You okay, buddy? I should probably turn that thing off before anybody finds me, before anybody kills me. Or maybe not. I'll just leave it there.